All right, so I'm here interviewing the man, Rob.
Okay.
Just a couple of questions so y'all can get to know him as well as you've gotten to know me. First and foremost, easy question. What interested you about getting into massage and personal training?
I had a crappy therapist. They didn't do anything to help me with what I needed to get worked on. I had some injuries when I was about 20. I got hurt on the farm. I had a mad cow before there was mad cow. Mauled me, put me out of work for a month. Soft tissue damage and whatnot on my hip and my back. And then a year after that, I had a rig accident when I was working in the oil field. Had some equipment follow me, so I had some repeat trauma to the same part of my body. I was getting massage and I was getting chiro, and just seemed like they kept bringing me in for repeat visits just to pay their mortgages. I don't know. They asked what can I do to help myself and do anything different, and just said come next week. And I'm like, fine, you know what, I'll do a better job than you. So I decided to go to school, which didn't go over very well when you're working in the rigs, because guys ask when you're going to school, what are you going to take, mechanic, electrician? I say massage therapy, and what are you, gay, or like, what's wrong with you? It's never been a bad choice. I never regretted it once.
And
So,
personal training?
I was looking to get into chiropractic studies after massage, so it was a big commitment, a lot of time. I tried pre-chiropractic studies for sciences, bachelor of sciences, and I was learning the life cycles of an earthworm and organic chemistry, which would never apply to any of the stuff I'm doing now for biomechanics or anything like that, anatomy, physiology. So I dropped out of that, and I figured, what can I do that's related to massage that would work well with what I'm doing? And personal training program was available at NATE, and that worked out really well.
And what do you enjoy most about massage and
Oh,
personal training?
apparently I'm a masochist. I hurt people all the time, but
And you like that?
I have a reputation to uphold. I like seeing the results. I don't like fluffy massages. That's why I do not do relaxation. I don't like wasting my time having people pay me for naps. If we can do something that you come in and you have measurable difference of change from the time you walk out, that's improvement. You feel better, you move better, things are working again. That's, to me, is the objective that I have for all my clients, that they can see change, and change is good. Sometimes you have some setbacks that throw you for a loop, that, oh, am I questioning, like, is this working for me? You have to look at the big picture things. Most people have problems they've had for a long time. Some people have acute injuries, but whatever they have going on, people are always in pain, people always hurt, people always have some kind of functional problem, and that's, to me, is it's always going to have me working. Right? It's a great career choice doing that, and helping people. Yeah, I like doing that. It's very rewarding. Sometimes it's a little tiring. When I say I'm a therapist, people want to tell me their life stories and all their problems. I'm not that kind of therapist. But, well, it comes with the job.
That was a good answer, but I was expecting you to say working with me.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part? And so what got you interested specifically in posture correction?
My own posture problems. I got hurt, like I said, a couple times, and then I've drove truck, I've drove equipment, I've bent over all my days being a goon, spooner, labor type jobs. I just found that with injuries and all the work I've done in the sports with boxing per se, that it takes a toll on you if you're not aware of your posture. You'll get into repeated posture issues like repetitive strain, or like if I was bent over like this all the day, running controls and bending over shoveling all the time, it's no wonder my back hurt all the time and my neck and shoulders hurt all the time. And I was actually getting smaller. I'm 6 foot tall, and when my posture is keeping me like a cubicle T-Rex, right? Which I got the T-shirt today. I was shrinking, so I was in pain all the time, and I figured, I'll try something different. I'll try a different spin than what most therapists or most trainers are doing, and it's been very beneficial. And I've seen the results and speak from it firsthand, right? Because it's like hair loss club for men, right? I'm not only the president, I'm also a member, right? So I can speak from experience. I know it works, and I try to share it with other people, firsthand.
And what impact, you kind of went over this a little bit, but what impact does poor posture have on people's everyday lives that they may not even realize?
Okay. A lot of people I've seen in this gym per se, they do say there's a lot of triathletes, right? Triathletes are biking, they're running, and they're cycling, or I should say swimming, right? So if a person that sits at a desk all day like this, and they say that they're very active because they do all their swimming, their running, and their cycling, they sit in the bars and their bike hunched over in a lot of the same postures. They're sitting in flexed hip positions where they're biking in same flexed hip positions. And if they're swimming and they're running and they're finding, why are my hips a problem? Why are my shoulders when I swim a problem? It's because the daily grind that you put yourselves through and the daily routines that you have and the habits you've created from doing things over and over repetitively will take their toll unless you are aware of what they're doing to you. So you have a lot of places that have work ergonomics, right? And they have an ergonomist, whatever you want to call them. They design your workplace as best as they can to have the person sit up straight, have their arms down here in a rest position, not have them hunching and crouching over the top of the table. If those things aren't addressed and people made aware of that, then the effects of that add up over years and years and years. So you see the little old ladies walking the roller and they got the big hump on their back and Quasimodo looking type thing, then that's potentially what people end up like. People that bend over all day, back sore. People that sit at a desk, and more jobs are like that more and more nowadays. There's a lot of issues with people that sit all day. We're designed to move and walk and do things, not just sit stationary and planted on our butts.
So it's not necessarily my fault that I'm so messed up. It's my job's fault.
It's our society. We've come out of laborious type jobs, which physically demand out of us a lot of, and doing things compared to now we're in a technological age and information age where it's all about data and information. So computers are the big type jobs, anything that works with information. So that's the tool of choice. How do you sit at a computer? This all the time. This will take a toll.
So what's one thing, if they can't come down to see you, that people can do for themselves every day to try and correct that hunch?
Look in the mirror.